I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we are speaking with author Vincent G. Bivona Jr., author of the book Blood Deception, Book 1, Plot Arising. This is a thrilling novel that follows Dak Tari, a child raised in a fortress of death who becomes the instrument of revenge for a forgotten god against the gods of Tamora. As a group of humans, elves, and dwarfs search for the source of their woes, Dak Tari ventures into the realm of the dead to destroy those who betrayed her beloved. Join us right now as we speak to this remarkable author. We thank the folks at Good River Print and Media for helping us put Vincent in the spotlight today, and ask viewers like you to support writers like him by subscribing to our channel. Vincent, you've got quite an imagination because this is an incredible book.
Thank you, Logan.
So good to have you here today on the show. Let's tell the folks a little bit at home what the book is about. Let's give them an overview.
Well, it's actually based off of a whole Dungeons and Dragons character I used to play, so I mean, it's got my inner geek all up in there. But yeah, I thought it would be interesting to follow evil characters, to say, not Dak Tari might not necessarily be evil. She's actually still a child in adult form. And like most children, she just wants to please her parents, the people that they love. So I figured in most books, when you follow the good characters, they're going to win. You don't know what troubles and tribulations they might have to go through, but in the end, they will succeed. I figured with an evil book, evil characters, it might leave you a little conflicted about, do you really want her to win? Do you want, do you want
It's definitely the twists that make this book more interesting than your standard sci-fi novel, because like you said, you're not sure if you should be rooting for her or not. And it is interesting that she's a child in an adult's body, because like you said, children don't have the reasoning skills of adults. So are they really responsible for some of the evil that they do?
Correct.
Wonderful, wonderful. What was it like writing this book for you? It was born out of Dungeons and Dragons, like you said. It was a character you played, but then you took it from there and gave it a whole new life.
Yeah. I wrote it. I was in between jobs at the time, so instead of sitting around staring at the walls, I had this ideal, and I started putting it on paper. I let a couple friends look at it and stuff, and they enjoyed it, so I figured I'd go ahead and finish and write it, be done with it. And that's pretty much the story of how it came to be, and now I'm trying to find the time to work on the second one. I've got the ideals, I've got all the layout. I got point A, point B. I just got to get the line from point A to point B there.
Exactly. How did you approach building this different kind of world in the book, particularly creating the Northern Waste and the realm of the dead?
I wanted to have two worlds, two different wars going on. You got the war on terra firma, I guess, and then you've got the war in the heavens. And Dak Tari will eventually move through these realms of the heaven to combat each god in its turn, or each set of gods, depending on what's in her way next.
Gotcha.
I also love the diverse group. Her next battle will be against the two evil gods, Dystera and Lothar, and that will be the next realm she goes to the realm of dark magic. Will be her next stop on the journey there.
Gotcha. I also like your blend of characters: humans, elves, dwarfs. Is that born out of the game too, or is that something you just came up with?
Actually, no, that's something I just came up with. The whole world and everything I created. Dak Tari is based on a character I played, as is Morel. Morel with both of them, and originally Morel had the daughter Dak Tari, as she did in the book. But yeah, I guess the world itself I created, just out of my mind. I really can't say where it came from.
Like I said, you're an imaginative guy and it works. Wherever it came from, whatever your inspiration was, it certainly works. Now, have you envisioned this as a movie or a series? I almost see it as anime because you'd almost need some animation to bring all this world to life, although they can do credible things nowadays.
That's exactly what I was, was hoping. Movies real with live actors and stuff is all great, but unless you really put the money into it, you see some of these fantasy movies and stuff where after the battle and everything and everybody's hair is still perfect, they ain't got no dirt on their face and stuff. So that's actually what I thought. I thought it would make a real good anime, maybe something along the lines of like heavy metal or something like that, anime with good strong music up in there.
Absolutely, absolutely. That would be awesome. That'd be very, very exciting. And I'm sure you would have a built-in fan base as well, because so many people love that genre, and particularly gamers. Gamers like to listen to some good hard rock while they're playing their games, that's for sure. Now, I hear like you've got a companion there with you. Do you have a giant parrot or is it a small parakeet? What do you got? I
got three parakeets.
Okay.
My sister was moving and she didn't want them, and I couldn't leave them, and now they sitting here and
okay. Well,
they
might be fueling the inspiration. You never know. But they sound cool, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Now, tell us a little bit of where you think the book will go as you work on book 2.
The war. I've got the Dark Host. They have gathered in the northern waste. There will be a war between the dwarfs. That's where they're going. They have to get through the dwarven kingdom to come down to the rest of the land. So the next book will entail the war with the dwarves, and as I said, Dak Tari going to the land of the evil gods on Tamora.
Absolutely, absolutely. Was there a certain scene or chapter that you enjoyed especially writing?
I enjoyed the her as a child, when she picked her weapon and when her blood changed from child to adult.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that. And I think the dwarves land too. I kind of made the dwarves a little different. They have technology per se. I would say it'd be closer to kind of in the world of like steampunk. They have like steam powered boats and a train system and things like that. I guess I kind of mixed dwarves and gnomes. I guess in the fantasy world, gnomes tend to be the little builders and stuff. So I kind of mix those two together.
Gotcha. I guess there's a little pecking order when it comes to dwarves versus gnomes, that kind of stuff.
Who knows? Maybe a gnome will show up at some point.
Exactly. Tell us a little bit about your inspiration from cinema. Are there any movies that inspire you or TV series that inspire you?
I'm a big sci-fi fan and fantasy fan. I mean, I love like 13th Warrior, obviously the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Heavy metal was a big inspiration, when I was growing up, when that came out. I would probably say that might be about the biggest influence I really had was the movie Heavy Metal.
Yeah. That was kind of a landmark film at the time for sure. Are you a fan of the game Fallout?
I've played it. Can't say I'm an overly big fan of it. A little kind of open world. Dragon Age. I love Dragon Age.
Okay. Well, if you like Fallout at all, they're making a TV series of it, and I'm in it. So that's going to be something for you to look forward to. Okay.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it was fun. It's fun. It's a pretty cool story that they're bringing to life about this post-apocalyptic world and this war in New York City, and it's quite a ride. I think you'd probably enjoy the movie or the series more than the game. That's for sure.
I sure would. Fallout was a big open world. I guess I need a little structure. I need to kind of know where I need to go and where I want to go instead of just, as in the real world, I just kind of wander around lost.
Exactly. We all do. The best people in this world wander around lost, not knowing where they're going, and wind up in the most wonderful destinations. That's how I think about it, my friend. That's for sure. Now, if you were going to cast Dak Tari as an actress, who would you have play her?
Charisse Theron would be
Mm-hmm.
real good. That's
Yep.
who kind of I had pictured, in my mind, I guess, when I was creating her and stuff.
Right. Yep. That'd be awesome. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Is this your first book?
Yes, sir. It is my first book. Yeah.
Okay. And how long did it take you to write it?
Oh, maybe about a month, give or take. I mean, like I said, I was between jobs at the time, so I had plenty of time to kill. And just, like I said, instead of sitting there throwing darts at the wall, I picked up a pen and a piece of paper.
Absolutely. Well, we're glad you did because it is an amazing book. It's called Blood of Deception, Book One, Plot Arising. It's a remarkable story that will bring you into a whole other world, a whole other realm. It follows the story of Dak Tari, a child raised in a fortress of death who becomes an instrument of revenge. And it is quite a thrilling ride. There are lots of unexpected twists and turns. This is the first novel written by our author, Vincent Bivona. And I always say it, the first book is usually the best because all of that stuff has been stored up there for years. And when you let it flow onto paper, it just sings like a song. And this book is a delight to read. Vince, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you, Logan. Me and my parakeets both thank you.
Well, next time the parakeets have to make an appearance. We want to see them, not just hear them. All right, Vince, thank you so much. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time, this time until next time on Spotlight.